What? Damn, the fuck? The fuck happened? Damn it. Oh, it finally went live. Okay, Jesus Christ.
I don't know how to introduce my next guest here today. We're talking about ancient civilization, aliens. You think Jesus was an alien?
I think Jesus was half human, half alien, and I'll tell you why. Biblical text, also with the Torah, the Quran. Why are they saying the same identical things as the ancient tablets? We keep slapping our ancient ancestors in the face, doubting their wisdom and doubting their understanding of what really happened.
Okay. So this is Ruslan. He's taking a look at this Billy Carson dude. I've never really heard of this guy until just recently. I guess he went on Joe Rogan, and now he's making the rounds on all the conservative shows because that's, I guess, how it works. And yeah, I guess he said something about Jesus being an alien. And I'm just looking forward to all the fundies just losing it over that. So we're going to get into it. I'm Brantley. This is the Punk Apostate. Let's go. So like I said, this is Ruslan. He's a really popular YouTuber, Christian fundy YouTuber dude. Just a huge dude. You know, he's got a huge channel, and he's reacting, I guess, to this peanut butter or the Patrick Bet David guy, whatever, valuetainment. And so let's take a look.
Jesus is an alien? That was the latest claim made by Billy Carson to Patrick Bet David. Now you may be asking, who is Billy Carson? Well, Billy Carson is the founder and CEO of Forbidden Knowledge Inc. And Forbidden Knowledge
I looked it up. It was forbidden. Like it's the number 4 and then bidden. It's like, okay.
Responsible for bringing you amazing products like these Coachella grounded flip-flops for only $29.99. Or the $99.
Well, you got to be grounded because that's how you connect to the energy of the earth, right? The energy just passes up through the grass and it just goes right inside your body. Okay. And otherwise, you're not getting any energy from the grass. You'd probably be tired and stuff.
$9 high energy soul classic where you can step into fitness, get more energy. And
I wonder if these are those magnet things. Remember the magnet? They were like these little, I remember my parents bought them because of course they fucking did. They were like these magnet things that slipped into your shoes, and they would sell them by saying that you would like have better balance and stuff, and they would do these like weird experiments where they would like push down on your hands a certain way, and it was all very much so like trickery and everything, but it was just funny. It was like you have these magnetic patterns and they make you stronger and stuff.
An increased chi balance or this alchemical.
Oh yeah, it's funny when this guy that believes in literal blood magic is making like stupid chi stuff. Idiots. Well, dumb. All right, make sure we eat up Jesus, okay, kids? Drink Jesus's blood, okay? This is important.
Elixir of the Unaki, which promises to give you more energy and super conductivity for only $84. Or my favorite, his high energy water energizer at an affordable $795 to help your water get back its natural.
$700 for something that pretends to fix water. Okay.
Energetic structure. Now I'm being silly here by pointing out some of Billy Carson's ridiculous products, but he is gaining a lot of influence with a lot of people. With his recent appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast, which we've already discussed, to now on the PBD podcast, where he makes the claim that Jesus was actually an alien. But there's a deeper reason why so many are flocking to Billy Carson, despite some of his ridiculous takes and his awful products. But before we get into that, guys, my name is Ruslan. This channel exists to encourage, empower, and inspire you to live a life that blesses God, to actually live your life in a way that brings honor to God. All right, so if you're new here or if you're not new here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. There's a huge...
Yeah, if you want to like and subscribe, that'd be great. I always forget to say this, and I need to just start saying it whenever they fucking say it, because otherwise I forget. It's just...
percentage of the people that watch this channel, unfortunately, are not subscribed. All right, let's get into this reaction. and then I'll explain
Maybe they're mostly like me. I don't know.
to you the deeper reason
watching
why
the
these sorts of
laugh.
ideas are so pervasive. All right, so this is the first clip. This is actually the full podcast. Billy Carson, Patrick Bet-David, Valuetainment, and I'm gonna play you guys the intro and a couple different clips from it, and then we'll get to some of the meat.
I don't know how to introduce my next guest here today. We're talking about ancient civilization, aliens. You think Jesus was an alien?
That one was real. Did you see that? That alien was clearly peeking through the trees there, and you could see it for a second. That was real. That was real.
I think Jesus was half human, half alien, and I'll tell you why. Biblical text, also with the Torah, the
Oh, he's only half alien though. Okay.
Quran. Why are they saying
Why not just go full alien? Why would you? Why are you complicating it with the half and half now? Because like, oh no, now Jesus's mom actually met the space guy. She got abducted, right? She got abducted. It's like the Cowboys and Aliens movie, but it was back even further than the Cowboys. And so she got abducted. She had sex with an alien, and it was a whole thing. It was actually a crazy romance, and it was wild. Then they had to fight. The family did not like, the alien family did not like that she was pregnant now, and it was a mess. It was a big
the same identical things as the ancient tablets? We keep slapping our ancient ancestors in the face, doubting their wisdom and doubting their understanding of what really happened.
Okay. So Jesus was half alien, half human. Now, Billy Carson has made a lot.
Is he Ben Carson's brother? Is that what it is? Ben and Billy, just old Ben and Billy Carson.
A lot of outlandish claims. That is one of them. And he keeps talking about these tablets. Here's in summary what he believes. He believes that long time ago, aliens came to Earth and they basically brought over all the technology.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen Predator versus Alien? It's very clear in the beginning how everything started, and it's totally realistic and accurate. It's accurate.
That you saw for things like the pyramids, and there's these old tablets that recorded all of this. The issue is the tablets don't really share that story. A lot of this is kind of nonsensical views, and because they're not written tablets, there's like pictures, right? So that's it. We've covered the video before on.
And so is this a lot of like post hoc rationalizations based off of apophenia because you're in pareidolia with the picture anyway? So yeah, you guys don't do anything anywhere near like that at all ever.
Got Studios channel in terms of what he believes about this stuff. So that's basically what he believes, and so therefore his conclusion is Jesus was half alien, half human. Okay, now we're gonna get into why people are flocking to this, because by the way, this has almost 1 million views.
Well, I feel like it updates it a bit. Okay, the whole Jesus was not an alien thing. It's kind of boring. Okay, it's kind of boring. Virgin birth, all that stuff, whatever. Turning water to wine, fucking bullshit. What if he was an alien? All right, now we're getting somewhere. Now the kids are like, okay, now I'm listening. All right, so we can turn them to like a Men in Black type of situation or something.
Sheesh. Okay, 1 million views in one day on Valuetainment, and unfortunately, Patrick Bet-David is entertaining this sort of stuff, even though Patrick is a Christian, right? And so very little pushback in this conversation, and we'll get into why when we look at this next clip. So
because he wants to actually let the guy talk and make money off of the crazy things that he says while he's being recorded.
Here he gets into one of the reasons why this is, and then you'll kind of start picking up the views around this kind of tactics in this conversation. Go ahead.
Jesus really would say something like that? I don't. I think that his message was pure and clean and clear, that he was trying to usher back a level of Christ consciousness back in humanity. And that's the return. The second return is when we all reach a level of Christ consciousness. That's when Jesus.
What is he talking about? Christ consciousness. What is Christ consciousness? You are one with the universe. The universe is God. You are God. You are the universe because you're one with the universe. There's one consciousness. Right. So what does this do? This, instead of seeing God come down and dealing with the issue of sin like we see in the incarnation story and we see in the gospel story, this is elevating man to a place of being God. This is the oldest lie.
They always have to like reinterpret what they say in order to do this, because that's it. What he was saying is like when Jesus comes back, right? Which makes perfect sense, because that's like the time when everybody becomes like God. It says that you would be like Jesus when Jesus comes back to earth, and then he brings the Emerald City down. And then it's, world without end, and everybody has bodies like Christ, whatever. That's the doctrine the way I understood it when I was a Christian. But he's like completely like reinterpreting what he just said to be like, oh, it just makes you the same as Jesus. Like gets rid of him having to come to earth and do all this stuff, when that didn't seem like that was what he was saying. It seemed like he was saying that that once Jesus comes back, be like Jesus or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe I misheard him or something. I don't know.
Foundational deception that's happening in the garden. Billy Carson is positioning the Christ consciousness. This is Eckhart Tolle. This is what Kendrick was on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. This is the worldview that's being perpetuated. It's new age nonsense. It's
okay. Yeah, new age that's the nonsense. Now the Christian stuff is absolutely not nonsense. The blood magic of Christianity is normal, but all that chakra silly stuff and energy, get out of here. What's no? All right, let's see who won today. Lago won. Wow, you were very early actually. Yeah, you were here like before I even got started. Damn. Hell yeah. And who was second? Michael and was second. That's awesome. Hey. And good morning to you. That's right. And Drusilla was third. All right. Hell yeah. All made it in pretty quickly. Let's see what we got. It kind of finally went live. Well, yeah, because yeah, I'll post it up in the Discord and stuff. Sometimes it takes me a minute though. But hey, Hiveside, what's going on? It's Bree. How we doing? And what's punkists? What's up? That's the name for the. It's like Deadheads for the for the Grateful Dead, but we're punkists, and we believe in punkism. It's the whole thing. Yeah. So it's just an offshoot from funism, really. Drusilla said you shouldn't slap dead people in the face. Yeah, you get your hand all nasty, and just a lot of times it just falls right through their face, and you're like, oh, this all and they could get an infection, right? Because who knows what's all in there as far as bacteria go. Like, yeah, you don't. It's just unsanitary more than anything, really. I would say. And Dave, what's up, man? It said alien Jesus in space. No one can hear you grift. Well, that'd be great, actually. Maybe we should. No one can hear you grift. That's funny. Well, like I said, hit the like and change your settings to all messages. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you want to do that. Otherwise, you're gonna like miss like half of the messages because they come up so quick. We're not quite to this place where we need to do like slow mode and shit like that. But yeah, you do miss a lot if you don't have that check. But yeah, and hit the like button too. I appreciate that. Thanks. I always forget to do that. Let's see. The Color said, does this alien Jesus live in the multiverse? I'd imagine, right? In one of them, right? Or in one of the universes within the multiverse. Yeah, probably, sure. Yeah. They got all different versions, right? So he'd have to. Because if there's another universe where Christianity exists, but it's different because everybody's an alien in that universe. So it'd be a different Jesus alien, So it makes sense that it would have to. Let's see. Hiveside said, Taco Bell is doing strange things with Cheez-Its these days. What's happening? I feel like you're just combining brands at this point. Like, what are they really? Well, they already did the Doritos thing. Just went so well for them that now they're moving into Cheez-It tacos or something. That's weird. All right, interesting. It's concerning. That's when you know the world's about to end. When Taco Bell starts putting Cheez-Its on stuff. The end is nigh. Let's see, Lago said Taco Bell here in Grand Forks, North Dakota, is notorious for bowel issues. Wow. I think that's just across the board as far as the bowel issues go. Although I think by some pretty well acclimated at this point. I can eat it for breakfast and it doesn't bother me all day. But I eat more Taco Bell than I'd like to admit on air. So I'm going to move on. Yeah. Kelly said, Jesus built my hot rod. Well, that was nice of him. That was nice. I didn't think I thought he just did stuff like making wine, which is also great. Don't get me wrong. It's like helping out all the alcoholics. That's great. But also with the food, even though it's just kind of like bread and fish and stuff or whatever, but he's doing hot rods now. I appreciate it. That's just a step in the right direction, I'd say, as far as, magical Jesus powers, right? I said, how did the aliens get past the Atlantean, the Atlantean defense grid? Well, I don't know. It's probably a miracle. right? That was one of the miracles. That's why, it's hot rods and now getting past the Atlantean defense things, right? That's it. It's a whole new Jesus you didn't know about, right? Like I said, side note update, my atheist hat went over great. Oh, wow, good. Okay, at the company picnic. Found out I'm not the only one. Hell yeah. Okay, that's awesome, dude. Hell yeah, that's nice. That's nice to find out. There's a lot. And so you're in, wait, you said here in North Dakota. Really? It went over well in North Dakota. I mean, I guess that makes sense, huh? I don't know. I don't really know what the political landscape is of north of the Dakotas, right? I'm going to be honest, and don't take this anyway. I forget they exist. Those are like the main, those are the main states I forget to include. Like, oh yeah, Dakotas are a thing. I forgot all about that. But yeah, no, okay, that's awesome though. That's great to know, man. I don't know. I'm always scared to wear my stuff anywhere where it's like work stuff. I don't know. I'd rather, I know everybody already knows anyway, because everybody talks, and I don't know, I've had enough conversations, like kind of take a sideways turn to be like, okay, I'm not going to talk about this anymore. Like, I'm not going to say what I think about literally anything with these people anymore. But anyway, let's see here. Color said, there used to be this hymn in the Baptist hymnal at my church growing up called God in the universe. The elders in our church told us not to recognize. They were offended by one of the hymns. So and fuck that hymn. That was some bullshit. Did you read those lyrics? I don't think they were knowing the Lord when they wrote that thing. It's they paid somebody off to get that in here. Okay, because we shouldn't. The hymn. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Jesus. Oh man. Yep. They'll get mad about just about anything. All right. That's just how these people roll, right? Hey, Maya, what's up? We did Carson last week. No shit. Oh man. That's awesome. I'll have to check that out. That's a lot like a crazy that's a lot like a crazy to pack into one GIY. One guy. Oh, I see. That's a lot of crazy to pack into one guy. Got it. I see. No, I see no, I see what you did there. Yep. No, and then you corrected it right after. Thank you. No, I appreciate that. That's what clued me in that I was wrong about that last word there. Thank you. Color said, Lago, if that didn't bake your noodle, wait until you meet a Republican atheist. Oh, I know they're out there too. There's like 2 of them, but they're out there. All right. And I think because a lot of times what ends up happening is that they think that like atheism is all about being contrarian or something. It's almost like when I meet like a punks that are conservative, and I'm just like, they just think it's contrarian. Like they just are like, oh, but everybody doesn't like us or whatever. Right. And it's like, but that's not what neither punk or anything is about. But like, and being a Republican and an atheist, it's like, how do you align all your views with the people that are going like the because I think it's like the because I think this stuff over here is completely different, right? Because 90% of Republican legislation and conclusions and just their whole worldview in general is based off of their belief in God. And conservative values, right? And those conservative values come from fucking religion. So it's like, it's like, oh no, I don't believe any of the religious stuff, but I come to the same conclusions as them about politics and stuff though. I swear a lot of times it's just they hate minorities and they're like, as long as I find people that hate minorities like me, then we're good, It's kind of sad that that's such a unifying force. But it is a unifying force. So, hey, Top Tester, what's up, dude? Hello, everyone. Hope all you are well, and I am well so far. So far, so good. Michael, what's up, dude? And let's see, where are we at? What? Cheez-It is what Billy is warning us about. Did I miss something? I haven't seen the actual conversation on either the Joe Rogan. I don't fucking watch Joe Rogan. Or this show. I don't watch this show either, the Patrick Bet-David. So does he talk about Cheez-Its or something? Is that really something he goes on about? Because it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest here. but who knows? I'm gonna get back into this.
Instead of seeing the distinction between creator of the universe and creation, it's trying to raise creation to Tor, capital C creator.
Comes back. He comes
No, it
back in our
doesn't.
minds, not in the physical
Comes
form.
back in our minds.
And
Like this
for
is
people
not
to
in physical.
See, he comes back. He's talking about after Jesus comes back. And this guy is like, oh, he's putting us co-equal with Jesus. So would everybody that's a Christian, believing that when we get Jesus-like bodies, when he comes back and everything, we'd be co-equal with Jesus, basically. We'd have the same bodies, the same type of everything. That's all.
Physical form. So he's denying the bodily resurrection. That's not his most egregious statement, though. Go ahead.
take his words and skew it around to make it okay for slavery. I think that's a.
He thinks it's egregious. Like the word egregious was what he used right there. He's saying that when Jesus returns, he's going to do it in our minds. And that's egregious to not have him physically return.
A big thing where we see now the injection of human minds, not the creator of the universe. So you have to be discerning with the biblical text.
Who is Jesus to you? In your eyes, who is Jesus?
His name is Yeshua. Okay. Jesus is
it's Joshua, right? Because
first the J is a recent
J.
letter. The J's not that old. So it really
yeah, we've seen Indiana Jones 3. We know this, Jehovah starts with an I. We got it.
originally Isus. And that name Isus means hail.
So now he's getting into the weirdo conspiracy that it's actually Jesus is actually Zeus, and we're blending Greek mythology. And again,
I think that makes sense. Okay, I mean, have you seen Jesus juggle lightning bolts? He's fucking phenomenal at it. Okay, what, he just learned to do that on his own? No, I don't think so. He's clearly Zeus, dude. Come on.
if you ever watched the channel like
Wake up.
Inspiring Philosophy, shout out to Mike Jones over at Inspiring Philosophy. He's debunked so.
Is Inspiring Philosophy, is that the one where his voice cracks all the time, or is that a different one? It's like this Christian philosopher guy, and he talks like this, and he has like a really high voice, or is that a different one? I get them mixed up. It's like two, and they're like younger guys, and I get them mixed up, but they're like two different philosophy majors, and they've both like debated Matt Dillahunty and everything like that, because of course I've seen every debate with Matt Dillahunty does. But anyway.
So many of this dude's claims, and I really hope that he does another in-depth academic level video of debunking these things. What you're going to find is not a lot of scholars, not a lot of aspects of history, and unlikely you're ever going to see a Billy.
What do you? It's so funny. Like he debunks it. Like what? Like how? Like, and I disagree because my religion doesn't believe that stuff. Like how? What are you going to debunk? But I don't know. It's just so weird when you get into like theology and they think they debunk each other and everything, and it's like, dude, you all are just making stuff up.
Carson willing to debate someone on his claims. And the reason why this stuff is pervasive is a tactic he uses in terms of these podcast appearances. What Billy Carson will do is he'll hop on and he'll just stonewall a bunch of random facts. These tablets say this and this about this and this, and then he'll make really silly claims like the name God is a mistranslation and it's actually.
Yeah, dude. Like Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie, how we doing? She said the Bible secrets are all in people's imaginations. Their shit is fanfic. I know. Well, that's that's like the main thing, right? I mean, that's almost what makes their religion entertaining to them. Anyway, it's not really entertaining to me, although it is kind of entertaining to watch them entertain themselves with their stuff, right? But it's entertaining to them because they think they're finding like secrets and stuff. Like that one dude that like went through the whole Bible or whatever and like took every couple of letters and thought that he found some kind of code or something like that, in the Bible. That like they just love believing that they're figuring stuff out when they're not, when they're literally just making stuff up and then just acting like they're right about the stuff they made up. But yeah, it's kind of funny. When he comes on your Trizilla said, when he comes on your back, I think I heard something wrong. Yeah, it was just comes back, but if you want to come on somebody's back, just go to adamandeve.com, and enter that code with Brantley at checkout. Get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Just go to adamandeve.com and enter that code to get your exclusive offer and get your butt some stuff. Okay. It needs it. It needs it. It wants it. It's all about it. Okay. Probably is writing a romance letter right now to a plug of some sort.
Actually God's, and every time you see God in the Old Testament, it's actually God's. And so the issue with that is very simple, that when you see the name Lord, capital Lord, that's actually the name Jehovah or the name Yahweh. That is not plural. There is a version of God or Elohims. Michael Heiser does a lot of work on this. And so what he's doing is, instead of giving Patrick Bet-David, who I don't think was well equipped for this conversation, unfortunately, and we'll get into why.
I don't think he's well equipped for almost any conversations except for business related finance stuff.
Not why he wasn't ill equipped, but why he's getting these sorts of views is because he's just spitting out a bunch of random information at you without you being prepared to trace down every single information. It would be like if we were having a conversation about nutrition and I was telling you all the reasons why you should eat a specific diet, and I just started spewing out, well, you know, dairy is bad and chicken is good.
Reminds me of this guy, this PhD named Gish. Yeah, some sort of like Gallup or something. Sort of like that. He wrote my science book that I took when I was homeschooled. Not even kidding. It was literally written by Gish of the Gish Gallup.
And avocado is great, but processed food is bad. And then I made like an outlandish statement. And then you wouldn't have the chance to sit and trace back what I was saying because I just stonewalled you with a bunch of information. And we have, in a real conversation with someone like this, you have to be able to stop and go down each rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And say, where did you get that? How did you come to that conclusion? What is your source on this? Oh, you mean your source is a lot of you. It's a lot of you and how you interpret these tablets that have pictures on them.
Dude, this is, it's so funny that they're able to do this. Like, that they're able to like separate them, like themselves not doing that, what he's talking about. But when they want to disagree with somebody else, they're all like, okay, what's your source? Well, how do we logically deduce from the evidence that could lead to like rational conclusions but dude, you don't fucking do any of that shit. You believe like the most idiotic and insane shit constantly. But because he believes something different than you, like you're like wanting to put all of that critical thinking and like, why isn't he critically thinking all this stuff on him? Yet you never do it when it comes to your beliefs about Christianity and Jesus and all that type of stuff. Y'all don't have good sources, like constantly lying about everything. There's constantly hoaxes. It's constantly like people like trying to say that this artifact proves Jesus and then it ends up being bullshit. It's constant with the Christian community, you know, but they'll sit there and cite all of those kinds of facts and stuff. But then they'll look at somebody like this who's saying, and let's be real, he's saying silly stuff, but their stuff is just as silly. It's just more familiar silly.
In a language that doesn't exist anymore, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of your information. But the deeper issue why this stuff is so pervasive outside of the tactics and the way he communicates is the very last point he gets to, which is, to my opinion, even worse than a Christ consciousness. And this is extremely appealing to our natural senses. Go ahead and play this.
Comic strip inside of it, and I realized something. I said, wow, I'm going to save myself. There's nobody coming to save me. I am my own savior. And that changed my life forever. And that same
7 years old.
7 years old. My mom saw me.
So I am going to save myself. This is the foundation of the world paradigm that if I can't be God through Christ consciousness and new age nonsense, then the other side is in a materialistic standpoint, I am my own savior. I don't need anything outside of myself. I can fix my situation. I can save myself, ignoring.
Dude, like, and this was a big one for me too, that I had to kind of get out of my head about in order to be able to snap out of certain harmful beliefs that I had about substances and things like that. But a lot of it had to do with at the time when I was relying on a lot of substances and stuff like that. It was all about like, oh, I was programmed by Christianity to rely on Jesus and stuff like that and have to rely on stuff. And so you can't, it fundamentally breaks your ability to be able to rely on yourself, which I think is what he's trying to say here is that you can't just keep relying on Jesus to save you. You got to be like, you got to figure things out for yourself. You literally do. You literally have to do that, but they don't want, Christians hate it when you say that because their whole thing is like just pretending like they're always relying on Jesus and Jesus is always the one fucking bailing them out when that's just not true. They're usually bailed out by all the fucking mountains of privilege that they're drowning in,
The awful condition that we're in because of sin ignoring the state of the world because of evil. And in all of that, recognizing and humbling ourselves that we need a savior. We need something from outside of ourselves to save us. If you're drowning in the ocean, you're not going to make it. And that's the unfortunate state of humanity, is that we are out in the ocean drowning because of sin, because of our own sin, and we need someone to rescue us.
Yeah, because that's the whole point of getting you in the cult, man. They have to make you feel shame and guilt for stuff that doesn't make sense, that they can then, provide you the cure for your guilt, man. That's just the mechanism that's meant to get you in there and get you returning. Because when you leave out for the day, they need you to be thinking about what you learned at church and then feel bad about your thoughts and stuff, so that you have to go back to church again and ask forgiveness and go through the whole rigmarole all over again and be giving all the money and everything like that. It just keeps you in that cycle, right?
So you can't rescue yourself if you're out in the middle of the ocean. Even if you're the best swimmer in the world, eventually you're going to drown. And so this is extremely appealing to people that want to be self-sufficient, that want to be about themselves and their ego and their way of handling things. Because what it does is, this paradigm, this new age,
literally is just acknowledging the actual reality that we have to take care of ourselves. There is no magical being taking care of us. I don't
or I'm my own savior. What it does is, you don't have to submit to anything. There's no standard you actually have to live up to. Jesus kind of gave some.
There's no fucking standard that you have to live up to, dude. Everything is made up. You're just deciding your version of your interpretation of your doctrine, of your denomination, of your religion. All of these things you're just making up, dude. You're just finding the choose your own fucking doctrine adventure that you want, man. And then you're acting like, oh, but we have a standard we have to live up to. No, you don't. You just have a billion of fucking standards you can fucking choose from. And you can even alter it from there. It's always still you. It's just, anyway.
Good advice. And his message was pure until the Greeks and these people corrupted it and the Bible was mistranslated. And by the way, all of this goes back to Billy Carson being the source of this. All of this makes Billy the one that really knows the information. He really has the secrets. All along, he's selling you weird elixirs and $100 souls and water filtration systems to put the energy back in your water. It makes him the source of all information. And
so funny that they can look at this and be like, oh, it's like, dude, no, he's saying he's the source of all this information. Where do you think religion came from, dude? This is just... This is a more modern version of the stuff that clearly happened back in the day that came to be the modern understanding of Christianity, was just people doing this. And that's just think about that. It just makes so much sense that the religion would end up the way that it is if we have people right now doing this type of stuff and acting like they have now we see cults and stuff behave like this, they got the insider track, they got the knowledge and everything. It's this religion was just that ended up catching on, mainly because they murdered a lot, right, to get it to catch on. But anyway, it's just
all knowledge. And the last reason why this stuff is so pervasive, and you're going to see more of this, is because Billy Carson does numbers. He does numbers. This, again, we could bring it full circle. He has over almost 1 million views on this in a day. Yeah. And you see the like to dislike ratio. So a lot of people are hate watching this, believe it or not, right? As kind of I am in making this video, ironically enough, right?
See, Drizzle said, I hate the you're broken thing so much. Yeah, because that's what they need to get you in, right? They need to convince you that you need them, right? And that, like I said, sets up this internal monologue of the God-shaped hole, right? And all that type of stuff. They can easily be transmissible, or transmittable to other unhealthy behaviors and negative behavior loops or whatever, whether it's gambling or whatever, drugs, alcohol, that type of stuff. It's just so easy to just go from this to that. If you start out teaching your children that you are not broken, that you are that you can be self-sufficient, that you need to be able to rely on yourself and not constantly be having to rely on other people and things like that, or any other outsider magical force or alcohol or anything like that. You need to learn not to rely on things. You need to be able to rely on yourself, right? That's a good thing to teach kids. Like, I don't fucking get it. But they're like, oh no, you have to teach the kids that they're born broken and garbage, and they need help, they need saving, they need fixing. Right? It's just that's the manipulative mentality of it all, you know. Star Song, what's up? If I wanted to be my own God, I could have remained a Christian and kept praying to myself. It's like, yeah, that's a good point, because God's just sort of made up in your own mind, so you're just sort of praying to yourself. And you know what's funny about that specifically? And I can't remember. Damn, I wish I could remember like what the experiment was on, but like they had like electrodes, and they hooked them up to people's minds when they were, and they would ask them questions about like what they thought somebody else would think, right? And so they'd be like, "What would your mom think about this?" Right? And it would go to a particular part of your brain, right? And be like, this part of your brain would light up. It's like, what is this other? Might this other person think about something? And it's like it takes you to a part of your brain that's like, what would this other person think, right? And then they go, well, what do you think about this? And a completely different part of their brain lights up, right? When they go, what do I actually think about this? And it was interesting because when they asked them what they thought God thought about something, it didn't go to the part of the brain where they're like, what would another person think? It went to their part of the brain where they're like, what do I think about this? And that was the part of the brain that lit up when they asked him questions about God, like what God thinks. So it's like, oh, that's just you. You're just making up what what God would want. It's kind of interesting how that works. I'm gonna have to figure out what that experiment was again. I remember reading about it. It was a while ago, but it was really interesting. Let's see here. There we go. I'm trying to stay caught up with the comments. I apologize. I'm like, there's so many that are flying by. This is why we got to become members, right? So that we can have have the member streams that aren't so fast moving. Al said, "Step right up, get your tickets to heaven. Just bring cash. God needs cash. He's fallen on hard times, but he loves you, and he needs you never to touch yourself. Please bring cash. Don't touch yourself. Cash. Okay, that's where we're at." And we can't help the poor. So that was the final thoughts, right? Our final thoughts are, can't help the boys. Give me cash. All right. And stop touching yourself, you freaks. Yeah, perverts. Let's see. Where is it? One of my favorite names is Peter asking Jesus when, what do you say? Let's see. Peter asking Jesus, when did you realize you're God? And Jesus answered, I was praying and realized I was talking to myself. When is that? I mean, I know you're paraphrasing. Oh, it's a meme. Okay. God, I was about to say, I'm like, where the fuck is that in the Bible? But okay, I see it now. You said meme. I thought you were saying it first. Hey, wow, thanks, man. Left-handed Jedi. Gifted 5 Punk Apostate memberships. Hell yeah. All right. That's badass. Thanks, dude. That's great. Now we're up over 50 again. We like kind of maintain like a 50 members, which is great because YouTube really does not like my show. or let me rephrase that. The ad services do not like this show. Okay, they do not want to ever let me sell ads on any or allow me to collect anything from ads from any of my streams. Like most of my videos, and I'll go back and fix them like 3, 4, 5 times, and they're still like, nope, still just not good for ads because you're too dirty or whatever. I don't even know, right? Even when I take out half the fucking shit I say, like all that, like the fucking shit, and all that, they're still like, nope, can't have ads on your videos. I'm just like, what the fuck? So memberships are it. That's like the main source of what I'm making right now. So I really appreciate it. If you would do that, but at the same time, try to make it really worth it. That's why I try to do as much content for members as humanly possible. This past week, I did a extra live stream just for members and an extra video just for members. So you got both this week. Got 2 extra videos, and it's every week. I try to do it every week. So hopefully it's worth it. But I try to make it, But thank you so much, man. That's super awesome. Hell yeah. Let's see. Al said, "Oh, thanks you." Oh, good. Okay, Al got one now too. All right. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Let me see. Where are we at? Oh, everybody's saying thanks. Al said, I don't know why not. You're the best dildo shill on the tube. I think so, right? I don't know if that might actually be. I wonder if that's part of why the advertisers are like, we're not going to advertise on that shit. That guy advertises for dildos usually. We can't have our ads next to dildo ads. That'll be bad. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what it is. That might have something to do with it. But I even try to take those out. I take the ads out of the videos that I try to get monetized. Forget it. It's just, they just don't like my fucking content. I think that's what it is. YouTube's biased against just me personally, just me individually. I don't know. It's not an atheist thing because there's plenty of atheists that are monetized. But here we go. Let's see.
So you see the like and dislike ratio, but he is pulling in numbers. He's being polarizing. He's being controversial. He's making crazy hyperbolic statements, and many people want to hate watch in a way. And so that's why this stuff is pervasive. And so on that note,
I mean, I think we're just fascinated. We're just fascinated. Sorry, I spit some ice. By the crazy, right? It's almost like when that one dude from the first Iron Man movie, it's like Terrence Howard, went on Joe Rogan and was talking, basically saying that all of math is wrong, but he's right. He's like, all math is stupid because it's based on this misunderstanding. Because I think he doesn't understand how like percentages work or fractions or something. I don't know. It was something basic that he just did not understand, like at all. And so he said that they were literally teaching math incorrectly in school, which is just funny. That's just fun to watch, man. It's just like watching a train wreck or something, right? Except where fewer people get hurt, but it's still kind of like that.
If we want to see things that are going to get pushed up the algorithm that are wholesome and biblical and actually pointing people to the God of the scriptures, maybe not in the way that you would perfectly agree with every single sentiment, but at least it's going in the right trajectory. I would highly encourage you guys to check out my recent appearance on the George Janko podcast. And I'm hoping that by the grace of God, when guys like myself, when guys like John McCrae, when guys like Mike Jones, when guys like Alan Parr are going on to these other podcasts, having conversations, that the numbers would rise to the point where a Patrick Bet-David, who's at the end of the day, even though Patrick's a Christian, Patrick's a businessman. Patrick knows that Billy Carson is going to do numbers. So make sure you check out my conversation with George.
I don't even know as if I believe Patrick Bet-David is a Christian. I just know a lot of these people like Joe, and it's Joe Rogan is starting to get there. They understand who their audience is, right? And so they kind of, at least if they're not like, or Jordan Peterson, that's a better example, because Jordan Peterson, I do not think is a fucking Christian. And if you actually ask him and pin him down and continue to keep asking like the probing questions, eventually he's going to say, no, I don't believe that it's literal. No, I don't believe Jesus actually came back from the dead. No, all the things that are required for Christians to be Christians, right? He does not believe in, but he understands that his audience is widely right wing, which is widely Christian. So he has to pander to them on some level, and he's chosen all of them, all of the levels. Is he going to pander to them? And I think that Patrick Bet-David is exactly the same fucking way.
Janko, it's right over here. I think you will love this conversation. Shout out to George. Shout out to his amazing fiance, Bella. And it gets tense. There's some pretty interesting things we have to talk about specifically. So go check that out and give it a like and make.
Yeah, that felt fast, right? Man, we made. I don't feel like we usually make it that far that fast. Maybe I'm just off my game today. I don't know. What do we got? Let me we'll go to home. I've got the latest comments pulled up. If you see something that you want to watch, let me know. Oh, well, hold on. First, before we do that, let me say, hey, thank you so much. Starsock said, if I was a member of every channel I like, I wouldn't have any money. However, even non-members can still donate. Oh, that's so true. Yeah. And donations and memberships are like, seriously, that's like the main way that I make anything for doing this. So I really, really do appreciate that. That's so awesome. Hell yeah. Oh, thank you, Star Song. Yeah, and that's true. Yeah, you can just donate if you want to just do that, you know. But I'm the same way. I really do try to like throw as much money out there to everybody that I support as I can. It is so hard because you're right. There's so many great content creators out there, and a lot of them are like unheard of. It's crazy how some of these, some of the content creators in our little circle are just amazing, and they just don't have the subscriber base. It's just crazy to me. I just don't understand. And then some people, some shows are just like awful, and then they still have like a huge. But I don't know how it works. Maybe they understand how to mess with the algorithm or something. I don't know. But thanks again, Starsaw. That's so awesome. I really appreciate that. Oh yeah. But yeah, so like I said, I have it pulled up, the latest comments, right? So if you see something that you like, let me know pretty quickly, because I'm not gonna hang on to this for too long. But just as we go here, let's see. Okay, there's Julie Green. She's always fun, right? It says the deep state is panicking. But yeah, made up things can be doing whatever you decide they're doing because they're made up. So yeah, that tracks. Oh yeah, and then we got the rest of the cat cur that we could go that direction if you want. Or there's the actual. Looks like there's the actual channel, the Valuetainment channel. What do we got down here? World War III news update. What? There hasn't been a World War III. What do you mean? Like how could it be an update for World War III that hasn't happened? Okay, maybe it's a secret war going on, like that Marvel comic. What lies beneath? Secrets of the Ohio mounds. This dude, he really does think he's finding giants or something. Anything looking fun so far? Oh, Gina? Okay, let me see if I can find Gina. Hold on. Always vote for Alien. That's right. I never thought I'd have to. Let me see. Cat Cur's always a hoot. All right, let me see here. Great suggestion. What was Lagos? Oh, okay. So I got 2 for Lagos suggestions. So, and I hadn't done her for a minute because she had something happen in her family that was sad, and so I wasn't gonna. I like kicking people when they're down, but I feel like it's been a bit now, and I bet she's back on the. Where the fuck? She usually comes up by now. Yeah, let me see here. Let me just search it. She come up? No. Let me see. She is really fun. I'm gonna be honest. She's one of the funniest people online. Just in general, dude. Like, just funny. Okay, so that was one we watched. Let me go back a ways. So more ships are arriving. 2 years ago. All right, let's do this one. 4 years ago. So many alien ships, right? Because we were talking, somebody else said aliens. And so we got Gina and aliens together. Let me just combine that shit, right? Okay, cool. See how we all work together to do this? Can't do the show without you guys. That's the point there.
Okay, this huge ship has already exited on this screen. So we're going to watch the progress of it as it went across. Once it entered the airspace near the sun, which was March the 13th, I should be able to stop this so we can show that as soon as it entered in, you can see the front of it. Right here, this is what we're focusing on.
What is it from? No, where's this? Okay, so it's 2020. Wait, right? 2020, 0313. I don't know what that means. Oh, they just have the date back. Okay, so it's 3/13, 2020. That's weird. It's like backwards. I usually see that. Okay, and then we're looking at a CD disc from the 90s, right? That's like a a compact disc. There used to be music on there, right? And you'd listen to it, and unless this is an actual record, they used to have music on those too.
So we're just going to drag this a little bit. You'll see immediately you have this ship up here at the top. Okay, and here's our little docking station. Let's see if we can get through here without it blinking on us. Blinkety blinky.
Well, I just wish I knew where this is from, because this is clearly a bird. I don't know what it is. I have no idea where she got this from. She said it's like from the sun, right? The sun? The fuck? Like what? They just have a camera just sitting on the sun?
Yeah, look at the flashes that are occurring. I wonder what that is down there.
It's a battle in the heavenlies. Okay, these are demons. Okay, here's the demon here. Look at the little face. You see the little demon face, right? It's got little horns, right? It's like a little smiley face demon, like from the World Industries thing. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about.
That made that big bright flash. Of course, we can't see because they've got it hidden.
Oh, of course. So the stuff that's not there, that's because it's hidden, right? They're hiding the stuff that you want to be there, but isn't. So it's just wow. It's just very convenient. Really makes it easy to just sort of make stuff up.
Okay, so here we have all of these right here.
Oh.
And what's interesting about this is as this ship made its way all the way over here, these appeared again, but they were in mass numbers. I mean, they literally cover this completely up, and we're going to see that. But so it entered in at 313, and here it is 314. You see them.
What the fuck is all this? These look like different time, I don't know, like time passing or whatever, and these like photo stills, and they just like overlaid all of it. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know what any of this is, because she constantly does this where she's just like goes back and forth from just like video camera, like whatever, you know, like science videos and stuff, or like public, what are those things, like weather cameras and stuff, or like traffic cameras. She just like watch just like random stuff and then try to find, like, it'll be like a piece of like water or a drop of water on the fucking camera, and she's like, look, that's an alien. It's like, it's so funny.
Okay, they're there. Okay, and it's making its way across. We're just gonna do this. Look, there's another little ship right here. I hope it doesn't blink on me when they're.
God, every time somebody talks about Laserdisc, I always think of that part in SLC Punk where the guy is like, one of their friends is like I think he was like a pot dealer or something, and he's like super rich, and he liked to show off all of his stuff, and he's like walking him. It's just like he'll just like drag you through his house and like tell you about everything he has, and it's going through like this montage of it, and he's like, my shower head has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 settings. And then later he's like, it looks like a silver record, but it's not a silver record, it's a laser disc. It's just so funny.
We got another one right here. Boom. Yeah, so here we go. It's making its way just like this.
What am I supposed? I'm sorry, I got
great. That's wonderful. So here we have it at 314. Let's see if we can get it to do it.
Let's get it to do it.
Let's see if we can get that flashback.
If you want to get somebody to do it, yeah. All right, go to adamandeve.com and enter that code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Just go to adamandeve.com, enter that code Brentley, that's Brently, and get your exclusive offer. Okay, get your butt some stuff.
Okay, Gina, you went a little bit too far. My goodness.
Who's Gina? She has another Gina there? There's 2 of them. There can't be 2 of them. The universe would explode if there were 2 of them.
They're flashing on us. Boom. So this is a good spot to stop, because these were all over the place once this entered the space. So I'm going to pause this right now, because when we get to the end of the video, you'll see more of these. I mean, literally, like, boom. It like takes up that whole entire screen. So yeah, let me pause this.
I wish I knew when this was from.
Okay, we're going to pick back up where it was, because once it enters the sun, it stays in there for a few days.
Once it enters the sun, that's the sun. This is the sun right here. Oh, are these like flares, like the solar flares and stuff that come off of the sun?
For quite some time. So yeah, let's look at that.
Okay.
It's went in there. We're not seeing it.
Yeah, it's in there. It's like gravity. Oh, now it just appeared out of nowhere. Maybe
Yeah, see, it doesn't even look like
it's an interdimension whole portal right here that the aliens, the reptilian humanoids, of course, have a portal here, right? And Gina Marie doesn't see it because they're hiding it. They're hiding it. That's what I've decided that the portal exists right here, but the reptilians are hiding it, so she can't see it.
a ship anymore. But notice these
Sucks.
right here. This is what I noticed. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
If only she knew the hidden knowledge that I know, you know.
1, 2. They're in
What?
twos,
What?
okay? And when it gets over here, they're in twos again also. So I don't know what these are, but it's really
Well, there's a 3 right there. 1, 2, 3. There's a 1, 2, 3 there, and it's like if we go sideways, you can go 1, 2, and 3. Or like, what are you talking about? They're in twos. That's so funny. They're like the terrible twos. That's why they call it that, right? We got that because of all the aliens that fly in two. You ever wonder why you call toddlers that? That's because of the aliens, and they fly around in twos, and we call them the terrible twos. It just sort of made sense to call the kid when they're two the terrible twos.
neat. Look, there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, so let's pause this right here, and we're going to catch it as it's coming out of the sun now.
Let's do it. It's coming out.
Okay, here we go. We're waiting for it to come out of the sun. Okay, here it's coming out of the sun.
There
It's
it
on the
goes.
20th is when it exits it.
Flew right through the sun. What the fuck is this?
Exits the sun. Okay, let's watch this.
Oh,
This
I think
pretty
it is a solar flare, right? That's what a solar flare looks like. Those things. Okay.
Interesting. Whoa, look at all that blinkety blink that
They're
happened.
blinking.
Think,
Oh.
my goodness, what is going on with that? Let's see if we can catch these. So slow this down. Actually, let me play it so you can see what it looks like before we pause it and show.
It is insane that this gets as much play as it does.
Activity. So it's on the 20th. And
yeah, that's like a solar flare, right? Am I wrong about this? That's what that looks like. I feel like that's what it looks like.
I am going like 300 frames back and 20 frames per second. So let's see this. So let's pause it. See if I can get this before it blinks again on us.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we've got one large one right here.
There's one.
The ship is
That was a Star Destroyer just flying by, just by the by. I don't know, you know. She again missed it because the Illuminati covered it up, but that was a Death Star. What did I say? Star Destroyer. Whatever. Either one.
still inside the area around the sun. I don't know what it's doing. It probably went. Who knows what? See, it's coming out right now. So it starts coming.
Whoever said, "Oh, that's how stars fart." Oh man. Okay. Oh, it's blinking, Lincoln. Blinking, Lincoln. Oh man. Star Song said, I believe they call that a coronal mass. What? A mass ejection? And if you want a coronal mass, if you want a coronal mass ejection, erection, which is similar, but it's slightly different. Go to adamandeve.com and do that code word Brentley. But anyway. But yeah, all that. That's really, is that really what it's called? Is that like a serious name for that? They call that a coronal mass ejection. Okay. Interesting. I don't know the stuff about the stuff like that. That's hey, Grand Theft Auto about what's up, dude? What does she think? What? Tinink? What? She's proving since she has no idea what any of these phenomenon actually are. Whoa, what's going on here? She says, you're not an expert. No, yeah, I don't. Well, that's the beauty. She just gets to make up whatever she wants. She's like, these are the Carillion ships. Clearly, there's a battle for the universe. The soul of the universe is being battled for right now. And these are the Carillion ships, right? And they apparently have little aliens that they put in people's heads, and you have to open the face, and the little Carillion lives inside your face. Anyway, and then I don't know any other alien races. I can't think of any. I was gonna say the Predators, but I don't think that doesn't work because that's not their official name. You know, that's just sort of what we call them because that's what they do.
Coming out on 3/19. So it's coming out. Okay, there we got some ships right here. Let's see if we can make it. Can we make it?
Right, when she hardly ever is honest too. Michael's like, her honest words are, I don't know. Yeah, because you don't. But she just is like free to make up shit. And the people watching the videos, and it's crazy too, because look, I do a lot of videos like this, and the place where I get the seemingly the most pushback is when I do Gina Marie Colvin Hill videos. But I was like, are you fucking kidding? Out of all the shit that I make fun of, you're coming after this lady to be like, no, she's the legit one, though. Okay, the cat cur lady. Now I get she's silly, but this lady, she's onto something. Okay, she watches live footage of traffic cameras. Right, you could see the clouds turning into stuff. One time it looked like a pony. That's because of aliens. that's how that works. Okay,
We can make it. Boom. So look, we even got these. They're going like this.
Mass erection. Oh, you're right. You're right. It can be a mass ejection from your mass erection. That's it. You saw it. It's funny because you could see where my mind was going with that. I'm glad that you picked up on because I'm like erection, ejection, like all this stuff works. It all works and it all rhymes, that's what I'm looking for in Adam and Eve ads. Sexual words that rhyme. I don't know why, but I like him. Yeah, we got that one. Oh, Color said, worm. Was it? Did she say worm? Oh man, worms. That's weird. It sucks to have worms though, 'cause it's like a parasite, and it gets in your stomach and stuff. And then you get all like a big belly. It's a mess. You don't want that shit. After Jetta said, what a coincidence. My safe word is what coronal mass ejection. Well, so you have to stop your S&M play right now because I just said it. Your dominatrix is like, hold on, was that you or the TV? Was that the YouTube show? Was that you? That was you? I can stop right now. Is that hurting? Your balls are literally under my shoe right now, so I could see it if it was actually hurting.
Okay. So we've got those. Look at this large ship coming out right here.
Oh, look at it.
It's not a solar flare. It is literally
That's not a solar.
some kind of a ship.
Okay, so she is trying. That's not a fucking solar flare. I know that's what they call them, but it's not. That's not that. I know it looks literally exactly the same, but it's not. It's an alien ship that just happens to be solar flare shaped spaceship. Okay,
it's got a perfect like boom like that with a ridge on it.
The
like
boom ridge. Yeah.
Oh no! Why you want to blink on me? Okay, so we've got a little ship.
Don't you blink on me? Don't you blink on me? Well, oh, look at those. Yeah, those are the Corellian ships flying back in to do their thing again.
Here, not little. There's 3 of these together.
Giant. They're giant.
I'm sorry about that blinking. I really am.
Well, it's what we're not. I'm not satisfied with your apology. Okay, you need to fix this. Don't apologize. Fix it. Be better.
I don't mean to.
Just be better. Okay,
make it blink. Okay, so we've got these right here. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So that's 321.
She say we got some shits. So we got some shits over here, and then there's some fucking shits on this side. No, I think she said chips, but I like that you heard it that way. That makes me laugh.
Okay,
and they all just disappeared.
Go across the screen.
All the ships just they went into hyperdrive right then. That was what happened. That's how it looks when you go in hyper. You just disappear because we can't see the light to get to our eyes. Or whatever.
And if they have tampered with it, that's okay because I got a screenshot of it.
Yeah, take that, tamperers. We got screenshots, bitch.
And I think they have. They've cut the screen down.
Cutting it, yeah.
To where we can't see everything, but we are in luck. Maybe, but maybe it's going to go again. Let me pause this. I can't remember exactly where a whole bunch of them show up again. Also, so again, we've got.
What is anything she's saying right now? Like, none of that was coherent in the slide. Like it says her like talking to herself, but like in the most insane manner possible. Hold on, go back. I need to hear that again. I'm sorry.
They've cut the screen down
Cut the screen down. Yeah.
to where we can't see everything, but
Right.
we are in luck. Maybe. But maybe it's going to go again. Let me pause this. I can't remember exactly where a whole bunch of them show up again also. So again, we've got
I can't remember where a whole bunch of them show up again also. But what?
we got them like that too, right here. This ain't very
Got
many
'em.
at all.
Got them like that too.
Okay, so let's pause this.
Okay, let's do it. Pause.
Okay, so we're going to
you
watch
played
it
again.
go. We're going to see the screen. It's going to be
thought you were
covered
pausing.
with all those UFO ships. Look at that.
Oh,
look
look
at
at
that.
that
Is that not
one.
remarkable?
That was very not remarkable. I think that's just some sort of malfunction of the device, clearly.
And it goes on its merry way, and you can see as it enters away from the airspace, it
you're
takes
right.
its normal ship form. Look at that.
As opposed to its abnormal ship form. But it does that. It does the abnormal. You got to push the abnormal button. It's like the AB normal button at the front in the cockpit, right? And if you want something in your cockpit, just go to adamandeve.com. It's like that word cockpit. This sounds fun. It just sounds like the name of a porn, right? The cockpit. Okay. Go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley, and check out to get 50% off almost any one item. 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping in the whole order. Let's go to adamandeve.com and jump in your cockpit. Oh, God. It's like cocktail. Who named that thing? What does cock and tails have to do with drinking? Nothing. You know? And it just makes you think of just every single time someone's like, the cocktail. What? They're doing what with their tail? They're putting their what where? You know? And sometimes they call it a cocktail dress. I'm like, is there like a slit in the back for the dress for that to go in the tail? I don't know. I'm just saying.
Boom. So let's watch it again. Goes like that. And then see, it's very interesting because it's the same thing they did when it came in over here.
That's funny. It does kind of look like a shark. Stephanie said it's a shark, a space shark. Hey, you don't know. Maybe it is. There's probably intergalactic space sharks all around the fucking sun. Okay, and we can't see them close up, but we can see their shadows, and that is clearly a shark shadow. I mean, I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
But that was even more. So we are literally going to pause this. You can see the shape.
Right.
It's
yes, that's it. It's her eyes. She can just making stuff. The better eyes you have, the more you have to work with to make stuff up. Maybe that's what it is. Drusilla said S&M and Punk Apostate sounds like a fun mix. Oh yeah, that's my fucking wheelhouse right there, dude. That's some fun stuff. I don't know. Everybody's missing out. I don't know why everybody's so scared of pain. It's just so fun. Wormfried said the sun must have been constipated. Must have been constipated. It just shat, and now it's going again already, and this time it's a large shit. Got it. Yeah, that could be. I mean, I'm surprised she hasn't gone that direction with this action. I mean, you could literally make a case for that, what you just said, and have exactly the same amount of evidence and reason and logic that this lady is using to come up with this stuff, right? You can literally just do whatever you want. Hey, Lord Dissident, what's up, dude? And I don't know, because you gotta watch the solar sonar Laserdisc record CD thing. But we're doing it. That's what we're doing. Okay. And it's fun. Whatever. Okay. You don't know. Sharknado in space. They already made that one. Did they really? Did they really? Because that would be fucking great. Like that's like the horror movies have gone too far movie of like every genre, or like every like horror movie that goes to like stupid degree. Like next one's gonna be Conjuring in space. You know what I mean? It's gonna be that guy from The Conjuring ending up in space, right? And then there's gonna be like the Annabelle doll, like it's actually an alien demon ghost goblin, whatever fuck, I don't know. But yeah, it's always like those movies have gone too far and they always end up in space. It's like the Leprechaun in space and Jason X in space. They need to do a Chucky in space. I don't know why they're missing out on this. Okay, that's fucking bankable right there. Okay, I would go see that shit in the fucking theaters. Okay, whatever this little show is that they're doing, that's still a good show. I watch it every time. But I want to see Chucky in space, man. I feel like this isn't a whole lot to ask. Fuck, you know. Anyway, hey Bernie, what's up, dude? I said, like, let's keep looking until we see something that looks like something else. That is her, dude, to a T. That is her tactic. That is exactly what she does. And it doesn't matter what it is. Like, she'll just look at anything. It can be a fucking traffic camera and a drop of rain on the screen. There's the fucking aliens. They're hiding in that drop. Look, you can see their little tiny faces in there. There's little tiny smiley faces. It's like so fucking weird. Grand Theft Auto said, and if there's no meteors or other debris just floating around in space, nope, ships. Yeah, none of that. So, what are you talking about? There's only the things that are aliens and stuff in space, nothing else. It's only the things that haven't been confirmed to exist that are actually in the pictures here, clearly, right? That's perfectly logical to deduce in that direction. Color says she actually thinks the resolution at this distance would be that good to see a defined cockpit. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what she thinks. And why would it have wings? Because it looks like it might be like she sees like little wings on the side, right? Because it kind of like has like an airplane shape. Sort of, but not really. But like, why would it need wings out there? I don't know. It just that feels unnecessary. It's not a fucking airplane. You know what I mean? It's not like it's flying through an atmosphere of some kind. The sun doesn't have an atmosphere, right? Right? It doesn't. No. Okay. Sun. Okay. I confirmed. The sun does not have an atmosphere. Right. That's why I need these live fact checkers that hang out in the room with me. They're very helpful. But all right, let me get back to the top of the gosh, y'all comment so fast. Okay, I'm trying to let's see. It said Ruin said next time you watch Cat Curry, you got to overdo the punk design and turn it into UFO maniac apostates for that episode. That's a good idea. I like that. It's like put like space stuff in the background. I actually do. That's what I used to do before I knew what kind of branding I wanted to do. It was UFO. I mean, not UFO, but space backgrounds. You know what I mean? Anyway. Oh, Steven, what's up, dude? So, hey, I've been here for a while, but I didn't say hi. Today's happy birthday. Hey, cool. Happy birthday. That's awesome. I literally just had mine a couple days ago. So we're pretty close there. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Doing anything fun? You're gonna go. I'm not gonna sing a song. I think that's weird, and I wish people would stop doing that. Just don't sing to me. I don't want that moment where I have to sit there. It's like, have you ever had somebody that really wanted to show you a song, but they didn't have a guitar or even a mandolin? They just started singing, and then you're just like, and you have to just sit there for it. You can't move now. And you're in your mind, you're like, how long is this song? And every second turns into 80 minutes. And then finally, the 3.5 days of listening to this song ends. And then you have no idea how to react. Like, wow, that is a song of some sort that just came out of your face. So, okay, I actually gotta run. But yeah, that's don't sing to me. And the birthday song is no different. Okay, you adding the people around also singing does not fix anything. And then if it's your birthday, you can't sing, right? So it's really fucking weird. So you're just sitting there. Thank you, you guys. That was good. That was good. Somebody harmonizing? Is there a harmony going on right there? This is wow. I am so glad this song only takes 30 seconds. Oh my god.
Yeah, so it leaves the airspace at March the 23rd. It entered the airspace around the sun on March the 13th. So that is 10 days. So we're going to look at these as it goes across. Let's hope it doesn't blink on us too much. So we have the first round. Look at that. Boom. What do you think about that? I am telling you, is that not a massive battle or what? That is a massive battle taking
A massive battle. See, and that's what I imagine this comment is referring to. They're like, in a second here, you're going to see Gina locate the greatest cosmic battle of all time. But I don't speak that language, so I don't know what any of these words are. But I appreciate the engagement, though. That's it's a lot of engagement there. For no idea what you say. And then this one's too. Well, how are you? What happened? Did your babblefish like come on dislodged, or how are you? What's happening right now? I'm so confused. Um, but clearly we found a battle, and that's the important thing to note here. We found the battle, right? The sequel, what's up, dude? I've been missing all the streams, and the sadness it leaves in me is pretty poopy. It's pretty poopy. That's right. Sounds like this is like someone at my church. They would just always, well, that's poopy. Sure is. I hate poopy days like that, because they can't just say shitty, right? Because kids might be around. There might be kids listening, so you got to say poopy, and kids love those kind of words. They're totally cool with it. Oh, okay. Now cleared things up. I appreciate that. Okay, good. It's like, fucking what is happening here? It's like, yeah, I don't know how to read that, but that's cool. All right. But happy birthday to you in Norwegian as well, right? That's great. Grand Theft Autobot said, I guess it needs wings for atmospheric flight when it comes in for a landing to subjugate the human race with their alien ant superiority. Yeah, big giant ants would be really scary, especially if they're as organized as those the real suckers. Those guys are organized, right? You never see an ant like taking food off to the side for themselves, just to like, this is for me. No, because they get murdered probably. I don't know how that goes. But they get a lot of communication. I think that's the point that I'm trying to say. Yeah, please, Mike. Thank you, Michael. I always forget this, but I feel like I've said it a couple times now, though, right? I don't remember what I say. I don't fucking. Anyway, yeah, like and subscribe. That'd be great. I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see here. Stephanie said, airspace around the sun? Not really, lady. She meant to say space. Space. Out here in the space. Where Food said told you it was superhuman God fighting dark side. Or Superman. Okay, that's so funny. Yeah, Superman God fighting dark side. Hell yeah, dude. Hail dark side, of course. And Superman is my least favorite superhero. I'm just gonna say it. He's too powerful. It's not fun. It's not interesting. Okay, Spider-Man's like right in there. That's how much power, and not that's just like how much power you need, right? Can't even fly, but you can shoot ropes, right? And you can even run out of that sometimes. So, makes it a lot more interesting. Let's see. Michael said there was a horror movie about about giant ants. Okay, interesting. I haven't seen that one. I've seen the 8-Legged Freaks movie about the spiders, and that movie shakes me to my core because I'm fine with snakes, dude. I'll kick a snake's ass, right? If I could locate it on the big stringy thing or whatever. But I will not. Spiders, fuck no. I swear they disappear the second that I start to. It's the second I'm like, did I get it? And then I'm like, oh my god, it's on me! And then I drop. I stop, drop, and roll, and then I forget that. I'm like, that's not for this, right? That's for something totally different. And everybody's just looking at me like, spider. They're like, oh, I see a spider. Actually, no, I get it. I stopped, dropped, and rolled the last time I had a spider. It didn't do anything. But I get the instinct. That's all I'm saying. Maya said, if I see a snake, I'm moving out. And we can He can have the whole house. Just got to tell him when to pay rent. Yep, I get it. No, a lot of it's funny too because like it's always my friends. Like a friend of mine at work, he won't. If a snake is anywhere, he literally ran the other day. Not just like oh like I kind of stepped up. No, he literally bolted when we saw a snake. It's like a little black snake. I don't know, like that big, right? And dude, he ran top speed in the other direction. I was like, holy shit. I could really fuck with this guy. I won't, because I'm not mean like that at work. Only at work, though, is where I'm not mean like that. If he was somebody that I hung out with in my house or something, I would totally be doing it. Anyway, let's see that. So apparently the sun does have an atmosphere. Guys, what the fuck? He's saying that they do. I don't even know why I have you guys here. This is ridiculous. Be better, okay? I don't know. Well, fucking figure it out. You don't have Google on your phone? I'm sorry. I'm gonna irritating me. All right. You were this close to getting shit canned, buddy. Okay. He's fine. He knows I'm kidding. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Where are we at here? But how would it have a like how do we define how do we define atmosphere? Because I feel like that's a significant question to ask, right? But again, I don't know. I know literally nothing about space stuff. It just always seems so fucking abstract that and my brain just doesn't even do it. Where it's just like even just the concept of light years. Like if you fly for a year at the speed of light, that's a light year. And you're just like, okay, that's fucking I can't even how am I supposed to even be able to comprehend this? This is insane. And they're like 2 billion Earths can fit inside the sun. Oh, fucking God, I have no idea what anything means anymore. Let's see here. Warren Food said, I will say the new Superman animated show is amazing. Like it's actually really good. Really? I don't think I've seen that one. Well, I like the animated movies. Those are probably my favorite DC anything for that matter. But yeah, I'll have to check out the new show. Is that the animated one or the anime looking one? There's like one on HBO that kind of looks like an anime. Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. It looks different. It has a different artistic style, it seems. Rune said, to me, the weird thing about Kat Kerr is she seems to at least somewhat take herself seriously, because if she was just crafting a narrative, she would more effectively pick up on things. No, I think she fully believes her bullshit. I mean, to a degree. I think that she has dreams or something. I honestly think it's something like that. I think she has dreams and then she wakes up and it's like, you know how you can do one of those things where like you it's like you have the dream, but it means absolutely nothing. It's just a bunch of nonsense. And then you try to make sense of it after the fact. Like maybe the bad guy was trying to do this and I was trying to stop him from doing that. None of those details were in the dream, but you're just like adding that afterwards. I think she does that. You know what I mean? She like makes up details to dreams and stuff to be like, oh, I was in heaven. Or she could just be making up the whole thing. I don't know. It is a good question. But I do think she believes I don't think she thinks she's lying. Let me put it that way. You know, I think she maybe thinks she takes some liberties, and that's about it. Yeah. Anyway. All right, let me get back to this for a minute.
Place in these skies. Okay. These things are all
I like that this is called There Are So Many Ships.
all over the place. I don't know what they're doing.
Well, this one's clearly a sailboat, right? Because you can see the sail there, right? It looks like it's like the kind that are like in those little, like a pirate ship, right? Kind of looks like a pirate ship. It's a space pirate ship, right?
I have no idea what they're doing. It's not satellites, okay? It's not satellites.
No, it's not. Yeah, the satellites typically don't all appear at once around the sun and then disappear just as quickly.
These are...
But you know what does do that? Equipment malfunctions, but
fleets and fleets of ships up there, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, let's look at this. Boom.
It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. That's a Star Wars reference. I get that one. I know that one. If it was from like a new Star Wars thing, I probably wouldn't get it, but I know that one. Okay, that's that fish face dude. Fuck, what was his name? He was fun. I like that guy. I like that. It was like him and that weird big faced, the big gray faced dude. That I don't even know if he got a name. He was just a big faced, gray faced alien that was with Lando when they were fighting and stuff. The entire an entire legion of my best troops await them. Very good. And that is kind of like what it looked like at that point, where it's like, and then all the ships just like show up like that. They all pop out of light speed. Very good. Yeah, that was pretty solid. And this almost looks like their viewpoint from the Death Star. So yeah, that's interesting. It's pretty good. Let's see. This is the Battle of what Gallifrey, as someone pointed out earlier. It is all the Time Lords. Okay, coming at once. Interesting. Let's see. Admiral Akbar. Thank you. That's his name. I call him Fish Face. It's a trapped fish face. That's his name. I don't know. It makes sense to most people. Everybody, whether they're a Star Wars fan or not, knows exactly what I'm talking about when I say that, mainly because of the memes. Okay, but why are they all fighting over a black hole? It's a very nice black hole, okay, and they want to colonize that sucker, right? They want to stick some flags on it, right? Probably give the natives diseases or something, right, so that they can keep it. But that's their black hole now, right? I could do another ad there, but I won't. I feel like I've kind of reached the limit of sexual double entendres for ad's sake at this point. You know, the rule of threes in comedy, right? You don't want to do more than threes. What do you say? Oh, I can't remember Lando Calrissian's bestie though. Oh, okay. Did he get a name? You know what I'm talking about? The weird gray face dude. I don't even know if you ever spoke English, actually, now I'm thinking about it. So Time Lords versus the Dalek. What are the Dalek? Is that the fuck? I don't even know. I'm like Dalek. I don't. I just watched what's it called? Dune yesterday, which is weird. It felt, you know, the more I'm watching it, I knew nothing about Dune. Kind of like before this movie came out, right? I never saw the old one or anything like that. It's now, and I'm not good with following stuff when it has a whole lot of backstory that it sort of rushes through or doesn't seem to address at all. And I'm just supposed to like put it all together like that fucking Fury Road movie where you're just like, what the fuck's even happening? And it's like, we're not going to tell you, just figure it out. Okay. It's pretty simple, but we're not expositing jack shit. Okay. Just use your imagination, figure it out. But and Dune seems to have like so much going on, but it feels a lot more like a space Game of Thrones, a Space of Thrones thing, right? Because there's like houses and stuff. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about that. But anyway, oh yeah, but that's just because I don't know what a Dalek is. Is that a Game of Thrones reference or House of Dragon? I don't know. I mean, look at all the iron around it. look at all the iron around it. I don't see any iron. Where are you looking? You see Labat? What are y'all doing? What is going on here? Okay, y'all are having like it's your own little conversation apparently or something, because I'm fully lost here. In Doctor Who, right? Those are the destroy, and they like always sound like they're asking questions when they're saying to destroy. Like they're asking like, destroy? Do I destroy? And yeah, and but they never seem to make any statements, just all questions. You know what I mean? I don't know. No, I don't. I don't. I need to, because I don't know, different people have told me a lot about it. And I did watch one episode with the House of the Dragon guy as the doctor. The uncle or whatever, and House of the Dragon. Anyway, he was, and it was where these rock angels, and they worked like the booze or the booze in Mario. And if you look at them, they have to stop. They can't move. But if you blink, then they can get closer and closer. It was good. It was a good episode. I enjoyed it. That was pretty cool. But that's literally the only thing I've ever seen Doctor Who at all. But I enjoyed it. I liked it. So I'm like, all right, yeah, maybe I should go back and watch this. And people keep saying how amazing it is. So yeah, I think I Yeah, there it is. Destroy. Oh, exterminate. That's what it is. Exterminate. They're like constantly asking if they should exterminate stuff. Exterminate. Exterminate. They never go down. They never go down. They're just always asking. Okay. Yeah. Are the fascist? Yeah. Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. They're the Blorgons, right? And Blorgons are from Inspector Spacetime, which is just community universe Doctor Who, but whatever, it's I love that show. Let's see. Oh, that's what they are. The Weeping Angels. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was a great episode. I enjoyed it. I really did. I had a great time watching that one. It's stuck in my memory, so it had to be pretty good because I mean that was, I don't know, like probably I don't know, several years ago I watched that.
Boom. Boom. Look at that.
That what it was called?
And see how this
It was called Blink because she kept having to get stuck between like each eye. She couldn't close them both at the same time. What a weird problem they have.
one stays there in the center. Look at that. It's like, what is going on in the sky? And they had our sky so covered that we couldn't even see anything that was up there. Look at this. Let's do this. Boom.
Who had it covered? And how would they cover this? How would this be an our sky problem? Never mind. I don't fucking
Just blink it like this. Boom.
Jesus.
Boom. Because this helps us to see which ones are still there.
Oh, well, that's
the
good.
longest.
Which ones are still
so
there?
We can see that is there too. Boom.
Huh.
It's very interesting, isn't it? You may say, Gina, would you please quit that blinking? Well, I like it.
Yeah, now like half of your audience just had fucking seizures, dude. Good job. Good job. Murdering your audience. That's brilliant. No, that's great. Jesus.
I love it. I really do love it. Yeah. So, oh my.
So this is so fun. Like, this is fun. Look, it's there. It's not there. It's there. It's not there. It's there.
Gosh, I've not seen so many of these at once. I really haven't. So that's what happened. They made a show of 4 spinning, and off it went. So let's.
That's really fucking funny. Okay, Color said, imagine if this lady was a radar interceptor for the Air Force. It's like, we have Corellian battleships coming in. Like, that's just a piece of dust on the fucking thing. No, that is a spaceship. That is a space. It's a cloud shaped like a puppy. That's a spaceship. They are covering it up to make it look like a puppy because they know that humans tend to like puppies. So they're disguising themselves as them now. Who the fuck? I don't know. What do you mean? What are you asking me for? I don't fucking. I just work here. Okay, I don't know.
Pause this right here. So look at that, and I am going to do a screenshot, and we're going to have a side by side of when it first entered the airspace, and then well, you can't see the date down here, but is. Let's see if I can get this.
You could a second ago.
It is the 22nd, March the 22nd.
Yeah, March 22, which we can find connections with those numbers too, right? And if you want to connect with somebody's number too, okay, enter code word Brentley at checkout or go to adamandeve.com and enter code Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Just go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley at checkout. That's BRENTLY at checkout, and claim your exclusive offer and get your butt some stuff, right? It's what all you can do to your number 2. If you want to support us, you can support the show by supporting our sponsor, adamandeve.com, and entering that code word Brentley at checkout. Or you can become a patron, right? We have patreon.com/bunkapostate. I got some stuff I put up there that I can't put here as extra content for members because YouTube's like, no, you can't. So the Patreon has a bunch of stuff that I can't put here. But if you want to just do a one-time payment, that always helps out. On Cash App, right? We do a Cash App, and our cash tag is bunkapostate. If you want to give there, or the best way to do it is become a member, right? If you want to email me, the email is here. It's bunkapostate@gmail.com. If you want to join the Discord, it'll be in the description. You can follow me on all the socials, so you should do that. But hey, the main thing though is to stay logical, loving, skeptical, and compassionate. And we'll see you next time.